Every fall across the heart of America, a quiet tradition comes alive. From small towns and back roads to wide open fields, families and foragers head out to gather one of nature's rarest treasures, American black walnuts. Native only to North America, black walnuts grow wild, not on commercial orchards, but wherever nature plants them. For generations, thousands of people have taken part in this annual harvest, collecting millions of pounds of nuts by hand and hauling them to local hulling stations that buzz with life for just a few short weeks each fall, a sustainably sourced crop unlike any other. This year, I set out on a 2,500-mile journey across the Midwest to meet the people, visit the places, and witness the tradition that makes the black walnut harvest one of America's most authentic, homegrown stories. It all begins here, in Missouri, the heart of the harvest. Each town, each hulling station, a small but vital part of something much bigger.
It's a kind of a fall activity. You go pick up walnuts. Some people just want to get them out of their yard. Some people want to make some money. A lot of different reasons that people just enjoy getting out into the fall weather, and it's partly for people to make a little extra income, and partly it's a community service. People need to get rid of the walnuts in their yard. They want to take some walnuts home with them and get them hulled, so it's a little bit of everything. Yeah. But yeah, it's part of the fall experience.
Driving through rural Missouri, harvest time just feels different. It's steady, familiar work, something families come back to year after year. It's a rhythm that's part of the land and the people who live on it. People can just drive on right through. Pretty handy. As I cross into Indiana, the landscape opens up to endless cornfields. Out here, time seems to slow down a little, just enough to notice the simple things. Families still gather, passing on the work and the stories that come with it. The harvest may look different in each place, but it's rooted in the same love of land and tradition.
So it's a pleasant surprise to them to know that they can bring them here and we'll pay them some money. Mm-hmm. And you get a variety. You get some people that are just kind of hobbyists, just get them off my yard. There's some people that really work at it. It's like a fall hobby for them. They brought us $2,000 worth of walnuts last year. And what they do is they take all their walnut money and they use it to eat out. They have meals together as a family during the year.
Well, for us, we were taking them to a lot of different hulling stations. We'd gone to a couple different ones, and we were having to wait in line a long time at some of them. So since we had so many trees and we had just built our barn, we decided it was a good time to try it ourselves. And we have a cousin that has a lot of equipment that he could share with us. So.
Everywhere I go, the sound of the hulling machines, the smell of the fresh hulls, it's unmistakable. But what really stands out are the people. The pride they take in their work, the joy of being part of something rooted in the land.
It just grew from there, and then I built a customer base over the years, started using Facebook. TV station a few years ago did an interview with me, and I got bombarded, and that was the year we almost cracked 200,000 pounds with that, and finally we surpassed that by far a few years ago. Like I told you earlier, 286,000 pounds with just us as a family doing it.
Yeah.
But we get young kids. I've got 5-year-olds bringing them in now. One the other day just brought it in, wanting to get a four-wheeler. So we bought the spark plugs the other day for it, pretty much. But they're going to continue coming. They've never come before, and this is the first time. So that's the main thing, is family.
Yeah.
You know. And I said the one time, it says, God put it out here for something.
Yeah.
You might as well use it, you know, whether it's money or people or being with your family. There's a reason, you know. Money does grow on trees, as you guys say, but that's not all the aspect of it.
Yeah.
You know, it's the camaraderie and touching of family. You know, you need family, and that's what it is.
A new wind is blowing today.
So as far as like the clientele that you see here, is it like a wide range of people? Is it families? Is it longtime harvesters? Is it everyone in between?
Some retired guys that guards in cemeteries, churches, schools,
Yeah.
public places,
Yeah.
body kids.
Yeah. By the time I reach Ohio, the air has turned crisp and the fall is in full color. Here too, the harvest brings people together, a gathering place for stories, laughter, and connection.
There's a few families that was going down to Apple Creek, but it was a lot shorter for them to come here. And they're actually still coming, but they're not out picking up because health reasons and stuff. It's interesting because it's like every different person you could think of. There's farmers, there's people from towns. Grandpa and grandma's bringing their grandkids. There's people doing for the side money. Some people just doing it just to clean up the yard. And I've had people come all the way from Cleveland with a couple buckets because they don't want to throw them away. They'd rather see them get used. When I'm really, really busy, if I ever I backed up down the roads, it almost gets to be like a coffee shop. People stand there talking. They don't know didn't know each other until they left, and then I've had some people that became friends wherever, and they talk throughout the year or whatever. And so it's kind of like a little small gathering spot when I'm super busy.
We see all of it. There's a lot of Amish people in the community that bring them in, and there's a lot of families. There's a family that keeps coming with like 1,000 pounds at a time.
Yeah.
Every couple days, actually sometimes a couple times a day they're coming. So I'm not even sure where they're getting the nuts.
Yeah.
But they have a couple of small children. I could tell you more. We get them in wagons, like Amish wagons. We get them in gravity wagons by a tractor. One guy brought him loose in a hatchback car, and he was in the car like tossing him out into the holler, and my husband was just like flabbergasted. Then when he came the next year, Paul called him by name, and the guy was surprised he knew his name, but whatever. That was kind of the strangest one probably, but yeah, there's people bring them in grocery bags. They bring them every which way.
Yeah. From quiet country roads to family farms, the rhythm of the black walnut harvest feels steady and familiar. It's a season that brings people together, reminding us how food and friendship grow side by side. In Kentucky, the hills roll on for miles, quiet, steady, and full of color. Here, the harvest feels almost sacred, a time to pause, to work, to reflect. It's where family, faith, and the land all meet.
Light upon her skin, coffee cup before the day begins. Don't go, stay a while, we'll slow it all the way back down.
Yeah, so I'm Tim Koblenz. I'm here at Flemingsburg, Kentucky location, and I enjoy doing walnuts. I've been doing it for about 8 years, and it's just a family business. So the daughters help me. So what I love the best is grandparents coming and say, "Hey, our grandchildren picked this up," and even the local the bank, one of the executive officers, I knew him well, and one day he came out here, and instead of his suit and tie, he had everyday clothes on. He said, "My grandchildren wanted to pick up walnuts," and I love that. People that weren't afraid to get dirty, even though they have these high-ranking jobs, they go out with their grandchildren, interact, and I see that a lot.
With every stop, I'm reminded how something as simple as a black walnut can carry so much meaning. Here, the harvest isn't just work, it's a tradition, a legacy passed through generations.
Time, we'll slow it all the way back. Every day we wake up, eyes still closed, and no one knows the things behind our shut eyelids, or where any of it leads. I was blind and hoping, now my eyes are
But me and my boys, I have 2 boys here, helping me here all the time. One son in the school yet, and we do this furniture all the time. Then in the meantime, whenever people come by with the walnuts, we'll do the walnut thing. Well, it is enjoyable. It's just something different that we never experienced, but me and the boys both enjoy it, and it's fun to do it, and meet a lot of different people that way then.
voice when you are whispering in my ear. I hear you loud and clear, so filled with fear.
We've got, we're blessed to have a huge Amish community, Mennonite community in our area. We've got one gentleman that we call him Wild Bill Walnut Miller. He actually took his family out, him and his wife, and they had 5 kids at the time, and actually picked up enough walnuts one season to add a bathroom in their house. Yes.
Do you know how many he collected that year?
I could look back.
A lot.
Yeah.
In southern Illinois, as the journey nears its end, the story repeats. Neighbors greeting each other, hands marked by the harvest, smiles easy and genuine. It's a side of America you don't always see, but can always feel.
After we started with the hauling, I met neighbors, people that I didn't know. I mean, they were here, but I had no way to connect with them. I never talked to them. They didn't know who I was. I didn't know who they were. And now all of a sudden they're coming, and usually the type of people that bring black walnuts are not in a hurry. They like to visit. Baking, there's a black walnut cake that I really like, black walnut ice cream, even pie. Instead of pecan pie, use black walnuts.
Yes.
And the one thing, the black walnut, if you put it in baking or cooking, it will flavor the whole product. The black walnut gives its flavor in the whole product, so you taste it even if you're not biting on a nut. And it's to me, it's a sweet, nutty, earthy flavor.
Back where it all began, Missouri. Each station, each operator, part of a network that brings this wild harvest to life. Year after year, town after town, Hammons Black Walnuts helps carry this story forward, from the hands of local harvesters to tables across America.
From Perryville, Missouri, we're a buyer for Hammons products out of Stockton. They're one of their oldest hulling stations that they have. We started this in 1985.
If you could describe the Black Walnut Harvest in one word or two, what would that be? What comes to mind?
What do you think, boys? I don't know. No, it's an annual event.
Yeah.
It's an experience.
Yeah. Yep.
There's a lot of young kids come in with their parents, and they want to know all about the walnut, how it works, how the machine works. So if we don't have a line, we walk them around and show them how the walnuts come apart, and how they go in the bag, and then we have a nut cracking station over here where we'll crack some of the nuts open so they can see what it looks inside.
Give them like the whole full education.
Give them a little bit of an education.
Yeah.
I think, what was it, last year we had a couple of parents that homeschooled their children, and they brought them in. It was part of their field trip.
A lot this year seems to be kids and families, doesn't it? Yeah, a lot of new faces this year. A lot of that is some Christmas money, a lot of them. We've got 2 or 3 of them, that's what they buy their propane for the year, catch their place payments. A lot of impact is that anymore. Used to it was Christmas money, but over the years, it's actually become bill money.
The road comes to an end, but the story never really does. Every fall, millions of pounds of black walnuts are gathered by hand, and every pound tells a story of families, of faith, of hard work, and connection. At Hammons Black Walnuts, we're honored to help share those stories, from small towns across the heartland to kitchens and tables across the country. As the last leaves fall and the trees grow quiet again, I think about everyone I met along the way, and how this harvest, in its quiet way, brings us a little closer together. This is the Black Walnut Harvest, a tradition rooted deep in the land and in the hearts of the people who keep it alive.